If you're a coach making $10,000, $20,000 per month, I want to let you know about a problem that you will be experiencing when you try to scale to $30,000 or $50,000 per month. And it's not the typical, you'll be bottlenecked by your systems. It's not going to be about hiring new team members, because you know that will be the case. You know that it's not really about you delivering a better service, which you should, and we can talk about that in another video. But it's more about the fact that there will be a switch in your personality when your monthly income is going to be the same as the yearly income as your customers. So that happened to me for the first time in 2023. I started making 40, 45, then 50, $55,000 per month. And that was the yearly salary of my average client from the US. I had clients that were from the UK or from Europe that were making 24K a year, right? So basically in 1 month, I was earning the same amount as them after 2 years of work, which is absolutely insane. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, what's the problem with that? Like, why should I be worried about that? Well, the problem is that when you first start in this whole business thing, all you think about is making more money, right? So making money is your main priority. And then, let's be honest, the second priority is getting results for your customers, right? Now, when money is not going to become a problem, or is not going to be a problem for you anymore, because let's be honest, when you make over $30,000, over $20,000 per month consistently, and you start stacking up cash and you start to become more smart and more intelligent with your business moves, you make even more money and you have cash stacked up, you have $500,000 stacked up, like, you do not have existential problems anymore like your customers, because your customers, your clients, if you're in B2C, obviously, they have to budget their $2,000, $3,000 salary, they have to pay their rent, and then maybe at the end they will be able to save $200. You, at the end of the month, you save $20,000, $30,000. So you do not have the same problems as them. Your customers, if they lose their job next month, they're probably going to be homeless. Maybe, let's not exaggerate it, but that's the case for most people. Those will be your customers, and I'm not here to judge them. I'm just talking about the reality, stuff that the gurus are not talking about. Now, when you do not have the same existential problems as them, aka making money, which is oxygen, you'll start to have an existential crisis, okay? You'll start to think about finding yourself. I was even in fucking Bali doing this shit, or in Thailand, where everyone there is broke, and they just live life and they go to nice cafes, and you have a warped perception of reality. And then you start to have this existential existential crisis where you will end up fucking up your business. How are you fucking up your business? Well, post existential crisis, you will be speaking with one avatar, the avatar that used to be yourself a couple of years before, okay, with those types of problems that you used to have. But once you start having your existential crisis, you will not speak about making your first $10,000 per month. You'll start talking about how frustrated you are with the flights in business class. And because these are your problems, you are speaking to a different avatar. When you start doing that, when you start speaking with this avatar that you are right now, all the potential customers that are watching you right now, that are watching your brand, your content on YouTube, your content on Instagram, they will start to feel like you are a fucking scammer, because to them, you are. You started speaking about something else, and they cannot relate to you anymore. It's not like you are a scammer, you're just unable to relate, or they are unable to relate to you right now. And because of that, you'll start losing sales. And when you start losing sales and you start losing customers and your revenue is going to drop down, you'll start thinking about the fact that you are not relevant anymore, which technically you are not to those people, you are not relevant anymore. You'll start thinking that your product is bad, you'll start firing your team, you'll start changing everything in your business, besides the fact that you need to understand that you just need to revert to the version before your enlightenment. Because running this business, it's all about you. And when it becomes all about you, you need to understand that people will not like you all the time. They will change their opinion on you. So you need to really be aware of this, because you can see this with big names like Hamza or First Man. They were always hated when they made changes. They are supposed to change. They are humans. They are learning new things. They are evolving. But people don't want to see you change. For example, in my past business, I used to teach people programming. I have a Mercedes AMG GT. If I show this, if I show this on my other channel, people will think that I'm a scammer. Why? Because it's unrealistic for them to see me driving a Mercedes, because if I drive the Mercedes, then I'm going to spoil the dream. I'm going to spoil the perception, and they will not think that they can make money learning to code. They will think that I am the only person who makes money because I'm selling a course on how to make money with code, if that makes sense. So you need to be extremely smart about how people perceive you, and you need to be extremely aware, because if you want to make money, you need to learn how to manipulate this perception of how people see you. This is extremely important. What you do and what you feel in your private life should be a separate account if you want to flex that, and if you want to talk about your frustrations flying first class and fucking bitches in Bali, and the fact that you cannot stop getting pussy. If you want to talk about those things, do not talk about that on the channel that is making you money. You have to have a separation of concerns, because otherwise your business is gonna go to shit. I know maybe this video was a bit convoluted, but I have seen this a few times with a few creators that fell off, and I'm happy that I caught on this and I didn't make their mistakes, and I'm here to tell you to not make the same mistake that these guys are doing, because I know it's human nature to brag about your issues and to flex your wealth and your outcomes. But if your outcomes and your things that you want to brag or complain about do not match what you want to sell, don't fucking do it, okay? Because you'll make less money, all right? That's it. Thanks for watching this video. Peace out.